created to make a difference. That's the statement we made at the beginning of this Invite Your Neighbor, Change the World experience. We've also embraced the blessing of stepping into the good works that have been prepared in advance for you to do. Doing good deeds is part of your God-given destiny. So what comes to mind when you consider making a real difference in the world? What comes to mind when you think about achieving your destiny? I assure you, God has something tailor-made for you, something unique for you. And one unique aspect of your personal destiny includes the people in your everyday life. This set of relationships is unique to you. And these are the neighbors you're inviting to serve with you in your service project. These everyday neighbors are your coworkers, classmates, family members, and other people you see in the natural course of your life, like in the local coffee shop. This week, we're focusing on growing in our love for our everyday neighbors. We also want to grow in our understanding of them. Sometimes we who are really serious about our faith are too dismissive of our everyday neighbors. We can be judgmental, focusing on what they do wrong. We assume they're not interested. We don't really think of them as having a call from God on their lives. We don't consider they have real spiritual needs. We can even be jealous of them or intimidated by them. We're asking God to help us see that He has a call on each one of our everyday neighbors. After many years of having no real relationship with God and His church, I met a fellow college student who offered to pray for me. I didn't really want her to pray since we were on a walkway on our college campus, but I reluctantly agreed, and she thankfully took us to a place where there was a little more privacy from all the people passing by. I don't remember everything she prayed, but these words of her prayer are etched into my soul. She prayed, God, use him as you've called him to be used. In that instant, I realized God had something better for me than the path I was on. Yes, there were lots of things I needed to stop doing, but the message I heard was not focused on what I needed to change, what was wrong in my life. It was focused on a higher calling, much the same as when Jesus called Peter. Jesus wasn't focused on Peter's wrongs. He said, follow me and I will make you fish for people. And God is calling your everyday neighbors to something significant too. We want to recognize that as people made in God's image, they have a capacity for doing good. We're asking God to help us play a role in our everyday neighbors seeing our light, which is ultimately the light of God. We're recognizing that some of our everyday neighbors are not ready to worship with us yet, but they are ready to serve with us. Asking our neighbors to serve is an invitation to God's higher calling on their lives. I want to remind you of the two very simple questions that we're asking you. One, where are you going to serve? You and your group are probably at a good spot in the planning process to be able to answer that one. And the second super important question is this: who are you inviting to serve with you? Maybe you've already made your invitation. If not, now would probably be a great time. So, if you can answer these questions, where are you going to serve and who are you inviting to serve with you, you're on the path to achieving part of your God-given destiny. You're also helping someone else to take steps toward their God-given destiny.